Hey y'all. I haven't recorded a YouTube video in like 6 years to my main YouTube channel. But hi. I feel the call to start posting on here. And I've been getting synchronicities and messages from multiple places and sources. So here I am. Okay, the girl's name is Jadina. I'm sorry, I really like how my little hair hat combination came out. My birthday was yesterday, so it's like 1 a.m, so technically it's still my birthday, but it just ended at midnight. But I told myself before I went to sleep tonight I was gonna make a video because my soul has been asking me to make a video. So Emmy, I'm gonna call her M, her videos are so inspiring. DM me on Instagram to get her exact ad tag. I'll text you, but I'm not going to post it in my video because this algorithm is like, can be interesting. But I am shielded, I am safe, I'm anchored in my body. I'm so grateful. So the message that is coming in right now is relating to the soul and how our soul is always there. It has been there since we were aware that it was there. But it was there before we were even aware that it was there. And these are my own personal interpretations and intuitive downloads. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But we have been so conditioned and distracted from ourselves in this reality that I almost think that we've convinced ourselves that our ego is our soul. For years, I have gone through breakthrough moments only to fall flat on my face afterwards, eventually, like shortly after or within a certain amount of time after. It's not easy when you're not listening to your soul. Our soul is our blueprint. It's our roadmap. So we don't have to go through trials and errors to get to that point of clarity. We can actually just get still and listen and say, soul, what are you guiding me towards? Praying about it, asking God for clarity. It's just so deep. Okay, listening to your soul as you navigate the trial by fire. That is the theme that came through earlier. So what does that mean? So energetically speaking, metaphysically speaking, when you're about to quantum leap and basically timeline jump, oftentimes you'll be tested to see, are you able to hold your power when things are fluctuating? Because your soul is trying to see, are you truly ready for this timeline jump, or are you still just too distracted and ungrounded from where you are trying to go, essentially? And so our soul wants us to listen and be intentional as we go through our trial by fire. So the trial by fire is the test before the next leap. So I asked my soul earlier, well, do you want me to document my journey? Because I'm actually in that space right now. I'm starting to listen to my soul after years of trials and errors and thinking that I knew what I was supposed to be doing. A lot of times it was my ego, and it was fear-based, anxiety-based, control, programming-based from the way we're brought up in this system. But your soul knows exactly what your blueprint is, knows exactly who you're meant to be. And you can collapse time and save yourself time if you can just trust yourself again. Trust your soul above the ego, not above it. They both serve a purpose, but trust your soul's guidance and blueprint. My soul asked me to document this process of timeline jumping, quantum leaping. And so you guys can see how it's literally possible for all of us. And my soul also told me today, the reason sometimes why things feel frustrating when you're in the process of manifesting is because you're seeing your manifestation as being outside of yourself. You're seeing it as being like this future thing, or like just not something that's attainable, or that you have in your possession right now. I guess I shouldn't say not that it's not attainable, because it is attainable, but that it's not in your possession right now. But my soul told me it is in your possession, because you are an infinite being having a temporary human experience. So even though you may not see it tangibly in the physical yet, it's already done. And you have to move through life as if it's already done. Like literally, like feel what that feels like in your body, in your nervous system when it's already done. Like live as if you're already living it, embodying it, because you are it. Essentially, like not every time, of course, in life, but like this infinite potential is who you are. So when you're like, oh, for example, for me, I'm like, I would love to go viral on YouTube. And me saying that, I would love to go viral on YouTube, it's like I'm detaching from it, and I'm almost making it like this thing outside of myself that I have to direct all this energy to achieve it. Whereas when you're doing what your soul is asking, and you're being obedient to what your soul is asking, this virality concept is literally your soul. Like your soul is like activating things when it feels like you're ready to receive whatever that is. And it could be going viral, it could be manifesting your next job, it could be manifesting a divine counterpart, it could be manifesting, the list goes on and on, a house, a place to stay, like all this stuff. But it's just so deep. It's so deep. But my soul asked me to document my journey, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I was inspired by Jadina and Emmy's recent videos. I am in awe of this version of myself. I'm 31 years young. I feel like I'm 20. Like I feel so good, and I'm so much more grounded and regulated than I was in my 20s. So this, I almost feel like a rebirth is going on. Just learning how to trust the process, and just being aware of your process, and realizing that when you get in your quiet space, you pray and you ask your soul for guidance, really seeing like, okay, does it feel authentic? Does it feel true to me? Because usually the feeling is how you know if something's off or not. But yeah, basically I'm going to document my journey. I'm going to be sharing what I'm learning as I just get deeper in the work that my purpose is, or the creations rather. We're using creations versus work, okay? But I have to put in the effort and the time and the due diligence. That's the work to achieve what I'm meant to achieve. And it's just so important. We're all in this together, and let's collapse time, and like we don't have to wait for something outside of ourselves to materialize, to start living our life energetically the way we'd like to. You can start it as soon as possible. So the moral of what I was saying earlier, because I said so much, is that our soul knows our blueprint. And when you tune into your soul, when you listen to your soul, your whole life changes. Like that's really just what it comes down to. Your entire life changes. It's actually a lot more simple than we realize, but because we're so conditioned to like struggle mentality to achieve success, we don't realize like, oh my gosh, we're just born with this guidance. So anyways, I'm starting to listen to my soul, and I'm telling myself I'm in a season of obedience. So just listening and like moving accordingly. I don't want to keep going through cycles and repeating cycles. That is what tends to happen when you aren't listening to your soul. I'm just ready to learn and keep moving, and just align with these miracles and blessings and abundance that exists around me, because I'm holding that frequency within my vessel. So these other things, they are possible. They're more than possible. Like it's crazy what we're capable of. So like I said earlier, my soul is asking me to document my journey so you guys can really see what it's like from going from like a place of not listening to your soul and like flapping around and not really having direction to listening to your soul, which is where I'm at now, and practicing obedience, which is where I'm at now, and seeing how your life changes. So right now I'm working part-time with a food company that I really appreciate and value. And I'm also Ubering. I'm exhausted and tired because I'm burning the candle on both ends, and I'm in a sales academy and I'm learning high ticket sales. It's May 18th, 2025. So we're gonna see how things progress over the next few months. And I'm gonna keep updating y'all, and it's just gonna become like my video diary. But this will be a blueprint for other people, and it will reach whoever's meant to receive this message at this time. It'll reach you when it's meant to, as a reminder to you. But I also realized the reason why a lot of us aren't connected to our souls is because of our trauma. And the more regulated you can get within yourself and your emotions and just your overall disposition, the easier it is for your soul's guidance to come through. The more dysregulated you are, the more anxious you are, the more angry you are, blah, 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 blah. It's not gonna, your soul is like, you got too much going on over here for me. I cannot get through to you because you got all this other shit going on. I was laughing earlier because I was like, I know my soul be annoyed with me sometimes. Like, this girl, I sent her all these signs and all these things. That's another thing. If you aren't listening to your soul will do something to like, just like get you to snap out of this delusion that you're in. I don't know what that looks like. It varies for people. God forbid, anything cray-cray. But your soul will shake your life up to force you to listen to its guidance. Also, I've realized, and a lot of this I think has come from Emmy as well, a lot of these messages. And then some of them are just my own that are coming through as I've been learning things with Emmy. So a lot of people just like, they're just not tuning into their soul and what their soul represents or embodies within their lives. They're letting these external factors distract them, bills, collectors, and it's just like, it's a choice, So the more you allow your soul to speak and to have a presence in your life, the louder and stronger the connection between you and your soul gets. But when you start to lean into your life through your ego and you're not listening to your soul will start to get quieter and quieter and quieter. Like, it'll still be there, but you won't hear it as loudly. And you'll have to kind of figure things out a little bit more through like a trial and error process, which is like, that takes 10 years. Like, who wants to do that? So anyways, I just said so much. This is my first video, but I'll be back. Thank you, Jadina, for the inspiration.